I think it's time to use ag land to feed the people, not HELCO's profits.
Residents of East Hawaii packed the Hilo High School cafeteria to tell the Public Utilities Commission what they think about a proposed electricity rate hike and the biofuel surcharge.
We cannot afford a proposal that would raise electric rates.
This was the first of two meetings scheduled on Hawaii Island. The second will be Tuesday at Kealakehe High School in Kona.
How many homes have burned down because families are trying to live off of candlelight?
The hearing covered two separate dockets. The first is a 4.2% rate increase at the request of the Hawaii Electric Light Company.
We do not take lightly our decision to ask for one.
Resulting in $19.8 million in additional revenue for the Big Island's electrical utility, which will reportedly be applied to renewable energy projects.
Our electric grid remains just as important for our customers as we increase the use of resources like photovoltaics, wind, geothermal, hydroelectric, biomass, and biofuels.
The consumer advocate certainly is taking a serious look at this particular rate increase, given the impact it has on Big Island residents and businesses.
Energy costs and electricity costs have quadrupled during the last 10 years. Folks are getting to the edge of the cliff of coping. So for survival's sake, we must say no more price hikes. We want lower cost of electricity.
Businesses are already struggling, and many have gone out of business because the cost of doing business here is already too high.
The second part of the hearing dealt with a familiar controversy in Kau, the Aina Koa Pono biofuel project, which proposes to harvest certain trees and plants in the Pahala area to be refined into 16 million gallons of biodiesel for HELCO's generation plant at Keahole in Kona.
First of all, there seems to be a misunderstanding that the consumer funds the development of this project. This is not the case, and the surcharge, if any, will not take place until HELCO purchases fuel from AKP per the terms of the contract. Additionally, on day one of delivery of our fuel to Keahole, if the price of imported diesel has risen above the fuel cost, there is no surcharge. Our price is fixed, and it does not go up depending on exterior factors.
HELCO's parent company, Hawaiian Electric Company, and Aina Koa Pono are asking the PUC to approve a new contract that includes a surcharge estimated to add about $1 to the monthly bill of an average Big Island energy customer.
I look at this rate hike as that same kind of investment. It is a rate hike. I don't like it. But I can look at it as a glass that is half full or half empty. I choose half full.
There are many alternative solutions, but Aina Koa Pono is ready today.
Families are breaking up in Kau under the enormous financial stress. Our children are committing suicides.
The community sounded off on both projects.
Earlier, and there was a woman up here crying, saying how bad it is to live in Kau. We are a vibrant community. We don't no need to cry. I want to cry because of the use of the words that this company uses. The last word is P for Pono. A'ale Pono. No, trust me, it is not Pono.
We are on the path for a diversified agricultural economy that will not repeat the mistakes of the past of monocropping, boom and bust cycles.
Has AKP factored climate change, drought, and water sources into its plans? How would their water use impact residents using the same sources?
Did the kupuna, the people of the past, pay for sugar production infrastructure when it was a venture idea? No. Investments were made by private companies, and according to their business partnership agreements, investments were recovered.
They want to come here on Hawaii Island to do this? Let them foot the bill, period.
How much is it going to cost out of us 20 years? How much would it cost us per barrel? But he wants us to pay for it.
12,000 acres will produce at most 1.6 million gallons of diesel fuel in 1 year. What AKP is proposing is to sell 20 million gallons per year. How are they going to produce that?
Transporting fuel from Kau through Old Kona Town, narrow, windy, two-lane roads, will create vehicular traffic problems for residents and businesses.
question that comes up is, why is the first such project being done here on this island? I think the reason is because we have the highest electric rates in the country. That brings them closest to being able to sell the project here. But ultimately, what we're doing then is rewarding our local utility. I will summarize. We're rewarding them for having the highest electric rates in the country.
Malama Aina means you're going to take care of the land and not desecrate it. A Hawaiian word is strong. When you mention a Hawaiian name, Mr. Osi should keep his word and protect that land of Kau.